Today I'm going to be playing Blue-Black Freed from the Real and Pauper. I've played a lot of Tron in the past, and I think it's time to change it up a little bit. I'm definitely a little sick of Tron, and we also got a lot of Monarch coming in the near future, so I want to try and get this in before Monarch becomes a real sort of force in the format. So let's talk about the net, and then we'll take it from there. So the net we're playing is Blue-Black Freed from the Real. For those who aren't aware of how this net works, it's mostly a combo net. The basic game plan of the net is to get a Dimir Aqueduct in play. So this is a land that taps for 2 mana, 1 blue and 1 black. The idea is you're going to enchant it with Wind Syndicon, so now it becomes a 2/2 blue elemental creature. That's great and all, but what's the payoff? Well, free from the Real, you can put it on a creature, and then what happens is you can pay 1 blue mana to untap that creature. And because this creature taps for 1 blue and 1 black, you essentially are able to get infinite black mana, right? Because you tap the land, which is now a creature, for 1 blue and 1 black, and then with Freed from the Real that is on this land, you use the 1 blue mana that the land tapped for, or the creature tapped for, to untap it using Freed from the Real. And if you notice, you still have 1 black mana left over from the initial payment, right? You tapped it for 1 blue, 1 black, you use the blue to untap it, you have 1 black mana left. You rinse and repeat to have infinite black mana. So that's great, but what's the payoff? Well, you have 2 different payoffs. The first is Bloodright Invoker. This is a 3 mana creature that lets you pay 8 mana to basically drain the opponent for 3 life, and you gain 3 life. You then have Brush with Death, which is a 3 mana sorcery that has buyback to make an opponent lose 2 life and you gain 2 life. Now, why do we have a split? Why do I have 1 Bloodright Invoker, 1 Brush with Death? Why not just play one or the other? The main reason I have Bloodright Invoker is that it is the fastest win condition that I could find for this particular shell. It requires the least amount of clicking, whereas Brush with Death, because it's only 2 life as opposed to 3, it requires much more mana and thus much more clicking. But the reason why I have the split is because sometimes people have cards like Exclude, which I'll pull that one up here real quick. Sometimes they'll play, let's say, an all-Europe Bolas, revealing Exclude, and I don't want to run out my Bloodright Invoker into an Exclude, so if I have a Perplex or something, I can find Brush with Death instead. And then that way the Exclude doesn't do anything, which is nice. Now, we also have Perplex. Now, the reason why, I should make it very clear, the reason why I'm playing Bloodright Invoker as opposed to, say, like a Fireball, Rolling Thunder, Hermit's Torch, anything like that, Valid Invoker, you name it, is because those deal damage, and if your opponent has something like Prismatic Strands prevents damage of a particular color, which is a problem, because it means we cannot kill them on that turn if they have Prismatic Strands available. Definitely is not ideal. Additionally, cards like Drain Life, they are not a drain effect, they deal damage, so that's another issue. These are sort of the best win conditions because they get around effects like Prismatic Strands. Additionally, the reason why I'm not playing the blue-green version with cards like Fertile Ground, or Utopia Sprawl, or anything like that, is because these are bad cards. Right? Drawing a ton of Fertile Grounds is not ideal when you're trying to assemble like a 5-card combo. Right? Typically the combo consists of getting a Dimir Aqueduct, a Wind Syndicon, a Freed from the Real, and then a Wind Condition of sorts, and then some protection spell, whether it's Inrouse or Dispel. So you're trying to set up quite a few things, and so I want to make it as compact as possible. And by going with a blue-black version, not only are you maintaining that compactness, but you also are able to fight cards like Prismatic Strands. Now, the transmute card of choice in some of the other iterations of this archetype have been Drift of Phantasms. The reason why I'm not playing Drift of Phantasms is because the transmute cost is double blue, and typically you go off on turn 5, you can get infinite black, but you only have 1 blue mana, right? Because you're always going to have 1 blue when you untap it, but you're not going to have 2 to transmute, and that can be an issue, because it means that if you have this in your hand, you're not able to go off, right? You have to transmute and then go off the next turn, and that can be a serious issue if you're in a fast matchup, like against, say, Stompy, or Affinity, or Burn, or anything like that. Perplex is nice because the transmute cost is only 1 blue, so while you are able to generate infinite black mana, you still have that 1 blue mana left over. So you can generate infinite black, and then tap this for blue, and instead of untapping with Freed, you transmute with Perplex to a win out of your choice. The reason why I even played Perplex instead of, say, a ton of copies of Blood Rite Invoker or Brush with Death is first I can choose my win condition, which is important, but also Perplex can get you free from the real. So if I, say I have a Blood Rite in hand and a Perplex in hand, I can transmute Perplex to get freed, right? So I don't have 2 dead combo pieces in hand, right? It kind of helps reduce the amount of bricks you draw, which I think is very important. So that's sort of the gist of the combo. I'll talk about the mana base real quick. We're mostly a mono blue deck. In fact, black is really only here for the win, to heal people. But past that, we don't really value black mana, right? If there was a blue win condition like this, I would certainly play it and just be mono blue. But, as it is, that's not really an option. So we can't get infinite blue mana, so we have to pick a color, whether that's green or red or black, and I think black is the best for now, so that's our sort of win condition of choice, but we're mostly mono blue, right? We have 10 islands, excuse me, and then we have our 4 bounce lands, then I have 4 evolving wilds and 2 ash barrens. The reason why I have the shuffle effects is because of cards like Brainstorm and Ponder. I'll talk about those in a bit. Now, for protection and making sure that our combo goes through and that our opponent does not have any sort of interaction or ways to disrupt our combo, we have Ignrouse, which can tap our opponent out. Because it has Replicate, you can copy the spell for every blue mana you pay, so on your opponent's end step, you'll pay 5 blue mana and tap 5 of their lands. And because it's Replicate, it's really hard to counter this type of spell because you're going to have 5 unique copies. It's not like you can copy the original and that stops all of them. It's kind of like a storm spell, but you have to pay for every storm copy. So that's really hard at tapping people out. We have Dispel as sort of a counter spell of choice. Because typically we're going to be going off on our turns, so we only really care about instants. I have 1 Merchant Scroll, which can find really anything. It can find Ignrouse, it can find Dispel, it can find Perplex, it can find Impulse, it can find Brainstorm, it can also find Snap. This is just sort of like a tutor choice. It's sort of like the last card in the deck when I was building it. I had 1 flex slot left, and I went with Merchant Scroll. It also gets sideboard cards like Counterspell and Hydroblast, so it's pretty good. And I wouldn't play more than 1. And then we also have Snap. The reason why I have Snap is because sometimes people have cards like Standard Bearer or other problematic creatures that could disrupt their combo, so I want to be able to interact with them a little bit. Additionally, it can accelerate the combo because it nets you 1 mana if you have a bounce land in play, so it can let you combo a turn earlier by netting you some mana, which is nice because the combo takes 5 mana. 1 for to play Winds on it on, 3 for Briefing Reel, and then 1 mana to untap it for a total of 5. So this can let you go off on turn 4, which is really nice. Then for the cantrips, because we are trying to assemble this 1 combo and 1 combo only, we're playing all the cantrips. We're playing Fort Brainstorm, Fort Preordain, and Fort Ponder, the best cantrips in the game. We're going to play all three of those, right? And we're going to max it out. But I realized when I was building this deck, I want even more cantrips. And so there are cards like Serum Visions and Sleight of Hand and Opt and all that, but those are pretty bad. So I instead opted for Impulse, which I think is much better because it gets 4 cards deep. It's an instant speed spell, which is nice. And it can help undo brainstorms, which I like quite a bit. So that's the main board, that's one of the gist from the deck. In terms of the sideboard, we have Hydroblast for Burn, as well as things like Molten Rain, or any other problematic red spells that we might have to deal with. We have Moment's Peace versus the aggressive decks like Zombie and whatnot, Bottles, things of that nature. 2 counter spell for just a catch-all. We might have to counter things like Enroma Horror, Choking Sands, Wrench Mind, whatever. But it's just a nice sort of catch-all answer to any problematic things. 2 Weather the Storm for Burn. We have 2 Eruptions Undercon because people play cards like Snuff Out, and if we tap them out with Ignrouse, they can still Snuff Out if they have a swap. So this makes our creature black, so Snuff Out cannot target it, because Snuff Out can only hit non-black creatures. So it's kind of like a nice utility there. And then we have our force, so we can cast our green spells. that is the list and the main board and the sideboard. I think I explained that pretty well. It's definitely a fun combo deck. It's all in. It reminds me a lot of kind of like Tireless Try when you're just hand tripping every turn trying to set up. It's pretty fun, and yeah, let's hop into a lead. Alright, so you're back for match 1. This is a pretty bad opening hand. We are in the draw, it is unfortunate, but yeah, this hand does nothing, so we are going to mulligan. This hand is better. I will keep it at bottom and Evolving Wilds. Typically I like the bottom lands because they don't really do a ton early on. Looks like we are up against a Blue-Black Delver variant, or Blue-Black Fairies, but I consider it to be Blue-Black. I think that deck is just better, and it will be better with Monarch. I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, so I'm going to ponder here on turn 1 and see Brush with Death, Ponder, and a land. I'm gonna go like this. The reason why I'm not taking Brush with Death is because I want an Impulse, and if I need it, then I'll ram out the Impulse. And also, I don't want them to Spell Center me, because I don't know if they have Spell Center, and I just don't want it in that value right now. Think twice. Okay, they're not Blue-Black Delver then. Or Blue-Black Fairies. I'm gonna just Impulse now while I can. Yeah, I think I want Brush with Death. Nothing else there's particularly valuable. Land, and a Snap, so not gonna miss any of those. Looks like we're up against Blue-Black Teachings. We have the combo, we just need our bounce land, so to speak. Brainstorm, okay. Yeah, I'll take you. And then I will just pass the turn, and I'll shuffle on their end step. The reason why I am shuffling is because I have a shuffle without the scroll, so yeah, I have that going for me. And I don't want to brainstorm into 2 lands. Well, maybe I do, because this might be a longer matchup, who knows. Okay, well, we found everything. So I don't really need you. Or actually, excuse me, I don't need you. Or you. And I will pass. I'm gonna think twice, that is fine. Talisman, sure. I was kinda hoping they'd tap out, but that did not happen. I could brainstorm here to bait them. I don't mind that, actually. Okay, I'll put UMAT and UMAT. I will scroll here. Sweet. I get to have Meter Drowse, and now I can ponder. I actually don't want any of these, so I will shuffle. Yes. The reason I'm playing the shuffle land there is because next turn when I Meter Drowse, I want to have all my mana. So that's going to be pretty important. We're going to have a fight, most likely. The question, though, is can I do it profitably? And I'm not quite sure right now. We will see. I do have land drops to make, though, so I'm not too stressed about it. This is great. Yep. Fine with me. This is another thing I used to tap down. Or I don't have to tap down, rather, so. So if I go for it here, I'm trying to think what they could have. Let's say I tap them out with Get Rouse, and I will tap Swamp, Island, Dismal. Yeah, I'll go for it. They need to have something very specific, and I think making them have it now is correct. Wow, okay, that went by quick, so they have nothing. And I have Dispel back up, so they need to have something pretty ridiculous here. Snuff out plus removal spell. This is the matchup where this art is good. If they did have an exclude, I could get punished for it. Use my Dispel, and they are dead. I believe this is Blue-Black Teachings, which does not have a clock whatsoever. So I'm going to show them the Brush with Death, hoping that it prompts them to concede. And if it does not, I will not make you sit through all of this. I will just go through it and then cut back to it. So let us pass this with my mat. They're not conceding, so I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, so we are back. We went through the motions. Sideboard time. I really don't know what to expect. I'm guessing it's Blue-Black Teachings. Wait, If it is, Snap has no text. I guess it could have anglers, but I'm not worried about them at the moment. I need to see them before I get worried about them. Not every list has sideboard angler. We're going to heat my combo, heat my protection, and born in 2 counterspell. Do I born in a land? Probably not. I guess I'll send it on. Why not? This hand's fine. It has some lands, it has some cantrips, it has some protection. It does its thing. Granted, it's not like the most insane hand ever, but kinda hard to ask for more than this. I'm gonna ponder right away. Perplex is acceptable. I'll go land, perplex, land. Now, the thing is that because we're far away from the combo, we might have to scrap in for a longer game, where we just plan to land ill for a while. While not exactly ideal, I don't think it's necessarily bad. So they have curses. Okay. Yeah, I'll let this slide, I guess. I got my land, so it all worked out. Don't know why they're pausing on my draw set, but I'm gonna impulse now, because I want it to resolve. Well, I will say when to send it on, because green I can find later. And I'll pass. Okay, so that's their plot. I'm not sure what matchup that's even for. Tron maybe, but Tron has Pyroblast and Demonic Walls and Pulsar Mirages and Mystical Teachings. Not really sure it's what you want versus them. We do need to hit our land though, that's kind of a big issue right now. Not great. Okay, we hit it and we hit a Brainstorm. I want both, but I have to pit here because they're gonna mill the others, so I'm forced to take the land here. And now all I need to hit is a win condition of some sort. What is this? Oh, teachings, sure. I'm not gonna counterspell this. It is a counterspell, so that's fine. And I'm going to discard Evolving Wilds, just because everything else in my hand is pretty important. Whereas this is like, it's like a fetch land, right? At some point your fetch lands are not gonna work. This at least sets for mana. I see. Did not expect that from them, but that could cause issues. Yeah, Land of Fortune is not something I really expect from Teachings. I don't know why they would play it. It's not gonna be Tron. Well, I got what I wanted, huh? It's not gonna be Tron. That's the big issue. Okay, so I have my entire combo. Look at you and you, I guess, and Cycle? Yeah, that is really unfortunate though. That's not exactly what I wanted to see. We still have time to find the third copy, or the fourth copy if they mill it. But it's not looking good. Another curse. Yikes. Yikes. I'm just gonna always yield. I don't have a response to these. Okay, well, that's really bad. At this point, I don't want you. And I'll top you. Getting a little rough, because if they mill the last one, I cannot win anymore. Yeah, that Shouting Sands is rough. I am gonna impulse here, looking for anything. I will take the preordain, thank you. Okay, well I hit the freed. Still looking for the land though. Well, I found it. I'll top that, I'll take you, and we'll see what happens next turn. I'm gonna discard a Perplex, and I also have to hope they don't kill my win condition, they don't mill my win conditions. That would be unfortunate. They're gonna flashback teachings, not good for me. I have to let that go. They have another counterspell, I'm not happy. Capsize, okay, interesting. That could be their doom. If they go for it now. Like, they might just go for it with counterspell back up, and then it just doesn't work out for them. Not exactly where I want it to be. Yeah, the Shouting Sands, which is not something I'm expecting from Lootlet Teachings. Okay, there's one. They mill the other right. Oh, I knew it. Thankfully. That was very nice. Yeah, so now I have to pass. If they capsize, I'm going to perplex it. Because perplex has very little text left anyways. This either makes them dump their hand or throw a counterspell back at me. Okay, they're counterspelling, that's fine. Yeah, I don't want to dispel their counterspell. No, I have to like this. If they stop at shocking sands, I need to have the answer. Yeah, I'm not liking my spot. I at least dealt with their capsize. What they should have actually done. Okay, well, now they have a counterspell, I die, so. What they should have done is just not use the capsize. Just hold it. Okay, so let me think about this for a second. Their hand is a land and 2 unknowns. They did not counter my shocking sand, so we know for a fact they don't have counterspells. If they have removal, that sucks, but I cannot tap them out of removal at this point. Well, okay, no. What I can do is this. I have to hope they have nothing. This might have been wrong, maybe I should have gone for it, but what I'm gonna do is this. They don't have counterspells, so they would have fought, for sure. They have no form of counterspells. Alright, I'm going to tap them out of removal, and then I'm just gonna fetch now, so I don't have to worry about this. And then I'm going to say draw a counterspell. You have one window to draw a counterspell. And if you do, you win. Okay, this is looking good for me. So if they draw it, congrats, we'll go to game 3. If they don't, then you lose. Okay, that's not good for me. That's not what I wanted to see. Okay, do I have anything I can look for left? I have a dispel, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to find it here. Counterspell. That's not exactly it. Do I even have it dispel to find? 1, 2, 3. So I don't have it dispel to find anymore. I've used 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is literally all I have left. I'm gonna go for it and hope they have nothing. Okay, so that's a mistake. Yeah, I don't understand. Okay, so I'll generate all the mana while this is... Yeah, they made a mistake here. So what they should have done is they should have disfigured while Green was on the set. So they were hoping I'll do it when he activates, but I have an extra mana, so it doesn't work. Now I just have to be very cautious to not misclick. Alright, so we are back. So we got the win there. For what it's worth, had they played correctly, we probably would have had game 3, but it's very possible they're just unfamiliar with that interaction, so I think it's one of those things where you make the mistake once, and then you learn it and never make it again, so it's not ideal to win like that, but it does come up on rare occasion. But just a note, if you're going to kill it with Freed from the Real on the stat. Don't let Freed ever hit the battlefield. But yeah, we got lucky for sure. And yeah, let's hop into match number 2. Alright, so we are back for match number 2 up against Zimao MTG. I remember correctly they like to play walls. I like this hand though. We have 2 combo pieces, a land, a shuffle, 3 cantrips. Beautiful. To lead off on Preordain because I don't want to have to ponder, brainstorm, and use a shuffle right away, and I don't want Perplex. You're not necessary, but I will take another land. I don't mind drawing extra mana at this point. Okay, so there is Affinity. Interesting. I will pass here. I want an Impulse on turn 2. That uses all my mana. It gets pretty deep, and then I can brainstorm, ponder, all that. Typically, I like to wait with brainstorm. It is better the later the game goes. Right now, I don't want to cast it. I would rather hold on to it. So they're having the Affinity start, where they have 5 power on turn 2. Welcome to Pauper. I will take this on hand. So now I'm going to ponder, looking for a bounce land. I did not find it. Follow any order and shuffle. I don't want you, and I don't think I want this smell. A tough call though. Yeah, I think it's rats or like that. All we need is a bounce land. Yeah, if I hit the bounce land, I'm very favored to win. I know it's a little aggressive shuffling away, like, the hand trips, but the problem is that I don't think I can afford to, like, spin my wheels a million times. I think I just have to shuffle and keep looking, because they could heal me quickly here, right? We're gonna take 5 here, down to 12. They could play, like, a Mirror Enforcer and just have something crazy. Yeah, like, there you go. I'm down quite a bit here. So, I'm gonna merchant roll looking for Brainstorm, and then I'm going to pray that I hit what I need. So now I have to hope they have nothing. No red mana, please. Alright, that's a good step. Please no red mana. Please no red mana. Please play a 3-minute spectre and pass the turn. That's fine. Okay, we win. That was scary. So yeah. We have the hill, thankfully. Turn 5. On the dot, and you can see how crucial it was that we, I think we won the die roll, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna show it to them, hopefully they can see. Okay, they're nice enough. I'll reveal just to show them. Yeah, so they definitely had the answers. Did not have the red mana. So we got quite lucky there. That is for sure. In terms of sideboarding, I don't think Snap is very good against them. And I don't really feel like Dispel is that necessary because Final Blast is the more important card, which is ATOG. The other nice part, I'm not sure if I want to scroll. I have some flex slots, so I'm going to mess around with that. What's not a flex slot is the hand trips. Never cut the hand trips if you play this deck. I never cut them, and I never plan on doing so. Also, never cut any combo piece. Your flex slots are dispels, in-rouse, merchant scrolls, and snaps. That is your flex slot. Also an island. You can cut an island for a forest, but that's about it. So, I want all the 4 Hydro Blasts, those are fantastic. Okay, this might be crazy, but what if I just go like this? What if I board these in, right, I make this cut? Because in-rouse is not that great, especially if they have 2 forms of interaction, and then I just keep in my counter spells. So that way I have tons of waste of my time, and I have all these 1-minute counter spells. I'm gonna go with it. It might be aggressive, but I want to try it out. Because Dispel is not very good against me. Like, if my opponent has a Dispel, it doesn't stop my combo. Yeah, I'm going to eat this. This hand is great. And Hydro Blast deals ATOG, so I'm gonna add sets here. We will... Okay, they multiply. That's good news for me. We'll see what happens, but... Yeah, I'm lighting my hand right now. Another Dispel, not nothing plain. I'm going to ponder because I'm looking for some very specific things, and if they're not there, I just want to shuffle right away. Yeah, these are not that great. I mean, look, mana's great, impulse is great, but I'm not looking for these. What I want is some combo pieces like that. Great. So now I'm going to preordain. I don't want you. I will take you. And now it begs the question, what do I discard? And I think the answer is dispels. I'd be surprised if they had anything weird. And we're not on that fast of a clock right now. Moment's peace will help buy some time. If I can find a forest. It's not a guarantee. Yeah, that might not happen, but maybe I should impulse now, but I don't think I'm too worried about that. Okay, there's the Evolving Wilds. I'm going to take that. I do need my green mana to not die. Brainstorm was a very good draw. Like, a very, very good draw. I'm very happy to see it. I'm not sure what I'm going to look for. Probably just a win condition at this point. I'm going to brainstorm here. Okay, don't need you. And I want the island, but I cannot take it. I'll take my forest. And then, okay, I know what I'm just earning. I'm just earning the redundant combo piece. Now, I heard a moment piece here, but I don't really feel like I need to. Alright. Now, I guess I could go, like, land Aeronaut Blast, Starn Aeronaut Blast, but I'm not too worried about that. They're pausing, which I'm not happy to see. I want them to just pass it back so I can kill. Okay, this is interesting. Okay. Alright, well, let's do some math here. I can go Winston on green and untap. The problem here is that I don't have enough blue. So if they have something bizarre, like, say, Leave No Trace, that does screw me over. But I don't think I can play around that. I guess, actually, this might be way too aggressive. What I'm thinking, and this might be wrong, is I pass, and then I go for it next turn. I don't want to, like, outplay myself, you know, and do, like, a stupid line which, like, I was trying to be too smart. So, what do they have to have? It has to be Leave No Trace, right? It's all they would play. But if I pass, I don't know. I'm just gonna make them have it. I'm not gonna overthink it. It could very well cost me the game. But, if it happens, it happens. Okay, so they didn't have it. Wow. Alright then. I was smart, and I didn't listen. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Yeah, I mean, that's kinda brutal. That's kinda brutal. Maybe I should've just passed. Maybe I should've just been like, you know what? Yo. Yeah. That is rough, though. That is rough. But, so be it. Yep, I'll eat. I will eat. Looks like they're mulliganing again. Alright, that's good. I'm going to get an island here because I do want to have more blue mana right now. I would like the forest, don't get me wrong, but I don't even have a moment piece right now, and I would rather just be able to go, like, Impulse, Ponder, and all that. Alright, well, I'm gonna heal you. I don't really want to give them a window to even do anything annoying with that. I'll take another Impulse. I don't mind going Impulse for Impulse. Yeah, it's basically like a reset, but it's also slightly better because you bottom a lot of cards you don't really want. Yeah, I'm out of I don't know. I really want to know, like, what would have happened last turn. It is hard to know. Alright, let's Impulse. Okay, I'll take the Perplex, so we have our heal. And then I'm going to Ponder. I'll go Brainstorm, Preordain, Brainstorm. That way I can Brainstorm on the end step if I need to. Oh, I'm not sure what they have here. Okay, another Enforcer, not great for me. I'll put back these two. Then I think, oh, whoops. I'll shuffle. I'm going to get a forest here, just in case I draw a moment's piece. I want to give myself that out. Alright, I'm going to take the Impulse, and then we're going to pass here, and hope they don't have double Galvanic Blast. Or Flame Galvanic Blast. Oh, yeah, double Enforcer is brutal. Like one of the best cards in the deck. I think if I had to pick an order, it's like Thoughtcast, Atoll, Mirror Enforcer. Everything else is pretty bad. Alright, well, let's go for it. not exactly what I want to see. Alright, well, that is what it is. They have 2 forms of interaction with die, which I think they do, but there's nothing I can do about that. Salmon, a lean no face, please. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Okay, that's bad. It's like probably like a pyroblast and a yell blast or something. Okay. The reason why I'm passing here is because I want them to not have that mana to make a move. The fact that they crap there and then didn't do anything is concerning. Alright, so they have it, but brutal if they do. Oh, no, I win. Sweet. Okay, well, I'll reveal my hand. Wow. Okay, well then. Yeah, somehow we won this. I really thought I lost, but they were teasing us there at the end, which is definitely scary. We're 2-0. I'll see you guys in match 3. Alright, so for match 3, we're on the draw. This is our opening hand. That's not good enough. If I don't draw a land, I just die, so I'm gonna mulligan. This hand is rough, but I will keep it. I'm gonna bottom the Windsend hand. You do it doesn't do anything, is the thing. Lands are at least lands, you can use them to play spells. Oh no, it's Tron. I hate Tron. Tron is awful. I wish it was banned, but Wizards thinks otherwise. I'm actually preparing, this is a little off topic, but while we're waiting for the opponent, I'm actually preparing for the Pauper No Manless tournament because, I wanted to just play it for fun. You just play, like, Treasure Cruise and Taxi and Perm and the Storm cards, which is, like, really sweet. And every time we look at the ban list, we're always just like, oh yeah, Expedition Map is on here, huh. And it doesn't feel like it belongs. Like, everything else on there is, like, at least something, it's doing something broken, but Map just, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't even compete with anything else. Like, I remember we were playing, like, Cloud Coast and my opponent had Map, and neither of us were like, oh yeah, this is banned. Like, it just didn't click until, like, an hour into it, where he's like, oh yeah, Map is banned. He's, I don't know, it's just obnoxious. Alright, let's preordain. I'll take both of these. So. I don't know, I don't mean to bring Tron into everything, but man, that map banning just, I'm never gonna understand it. Never gonna understand it. I'm gonna brainstorm now. It sucks that they counterspell it, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna put that you and you. Unfortunately, we hit basically nothing there, but so be it. They're gonna impulse. Yeah. We could very well lose the Crown matchup, and yeah, that sucks. To be completely transparent here, if they have me in a spot where I'm not gonna be able to win, I'm just gonna assume I'm not gonna try and make the misplay. It's just not worth my time. Tron is just one of those matchups that I think is miserable. Why I haven't played it in forever. I just don't like it. And they have it, they have it. You know, there's no real reason to make them do it. So here, I don't know. I'm just looking for a bounce land at this point. I'm not late in my spot though. I'm in pretty bad shape. I was hoping to have hit a cantrip by now, but I've been hitting nothing. And this is why this deck plays 16 cantrips, because if you, like, imagine if it was just like a fertile round or something, like, it wouldn't do anything. It'd be awful. So that's why I don't play fertile round. I just max out the cantrips, because every turn you just want to be cantripping and finding what you need. It doesn't look like they have Tron yet, which is nice. But if they do, it's gonna be pretty bad. They have a monitor here? That's fine. It sucks, but it's fine. Alright, there we go. So, if they have Tron, I'm probably stupid. They named Black too, which is like somewhat concerning, but I think it's probably just repeating slash bat. But yeah, I really wish I had a land. Specifically in the Mirror Aquanets, or Cantrip. Both of those would be wonderful. It's not what I need. I need anything but that. They might have crop rotation here. They're gonna teach us for something. We'll see what it is in a second. Alright, unwind. That might be enough to make me concede. We'll see. Unwind is very good against me, because it makes it and rouse effectively useless. I'm not liking my spot. Alright, there's my bounce land. That's pretty good for me. I guess I should be F-6ing, but if it's crop rotation, I just don't know if I care. Yeah, I'll let this go. They're gonna get probably Dispel, I'd imagine. Oh, Pulse? Oh, I see. No, I don't see. I thought they were gonna crop there. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it next turn. Well, they're gonna crop. Yeah, sure. Sure, get Tron. That's the only thing that matters here. I'm surprised they sapped the Ornament Fall, so I would have sapped this. Okay, they had Tron. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't get this anymore, actually. I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Alright, so... what do they have to have here? I have 8 mana. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for it now because it doesn't get better for me if I wait. I am going to tap the Bonders Ornament. And then I'm going to go for it with double Dispel back up. And I'm going to find Brush with Death because if they have an Exclude, it's not going to be live. Fine with me. Alright, so let's go for it, shall we? They need to have triple Counterspell here, which is not likely. Possible, but it's not likely. Alright, they're going to unwind here, it looks like. I'm not going to let that happen. Okay. Then I'm going to Freed. And they're going to Prohibit. Alright, well we win. So, I will out the motions and see you guys after I heal them. Alright, so we win. I generate infinite mana, and then instead of untapping it, transmute, get one right, because it's faster, and that is game 1. Somehow I won that. I don't think that's the norm. One more time. Snap is pretty bad. Counterspell is fine. Let me organize real quick. So, interaction. I guess I'll take a Hydro Blast, I don't hate that. Versus like a Pyro Blast or something. Snap is pretty bad, they don't have many creatures, so it doesn't do a ton. I think this is fine. Point out the snaps, bring in the counter spells and a Hydro Blast, and leave it at that. I'm surprised I won game 1. I guess they only have so many counter spells game 1, so it's like they have to have all of them, but well, I'm not a fan of how game 1 went, because I think in most cases I should have lost. I don't know. Our draw was pretty bad, their draw was pretty bad, and I guess we somehow got there. But when Scott has like a really good draw, when they have like tons of Prophetic Prisms and Bonders Ornaments and all that, it's really bad. You are not likely to win most of the time when that is the case. And post-morning it's really hard because they just born out all their faults, and they born in like Quad Pyro, maybe a Dispel or 2, and they just like do nothing and just hold up counter spells the entire time, which is like pretty brutal. Alright, so this is our opening hand. I like it. It's fine. We have a couple of hand tricks, we have a Hammer Piece, alright, it's our bounce land Hammer Piece, so to speak, and some shuffles, so I cannot complain. Hey, another Hammer Piece, kind of. I will bottom you, but I'll top the Dispel because I will want that at some point, I believe. This is not looking good for the home team. I am not excited to see this. That's good, I'll take that. I'm going to play this and just earn an Ash Barrens. Not like perfect, but everything else in our hand is pretty good right now. I'm going to find Faith in the Real at this point. That's good at least, no Tron. It's tough as like we need to kill them pretty quickly here. So the game goes long, we're just never going to win. But with what we have, we might be able to snipe it, but it's going to be kind of close. Alright, I'm not happy to see that. The problem is, if they get Tron and they slam like a bunch of bond ornaments, we basically lose. We have too many things that we're not able to tap down, and it's going to be rough. Oh, crop rotation. Alright, well, see what they get. I just hope they don't have any artifact mana. Ugh, they do. It's really bad for me. I will brainstorm. Alright, put back you and you, I think, yeah. And then I will cycle and pass. What I'm looking for at this point is some amount of protection. This is another reason why I hate Bonder's Ornament. It just gets raw with it. Alright, it's really bad for me. I did not want to see artifacts. I wanted to see tap lands. Yeah, I did not want to see any of this. This is the problem with Tron, is when they have these draws, it's really bad. I'll take the Ponder. I'm not liking my spot, though. I think we're going to lose. No, I'm gonna shuffle. Yeah, I am not a fan. The problem is, like, they also have Ghostly Flicker, so it's not even really doable to tap them out that way. Like, I don't know. I think this aim is already over, which sucks. Okay, they wasted a Flicker. Alright, cool, cool. For what it's worth, they should not do that. Not the red line. They should have held it. Because then it's, like, even more difficult to tap them out when they have an active Flicker. So, what am I hoping to draw here? I don't know. I'm hoping they tap out. Or tap somewhat low. But that doesn't look like that's going to happen. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tap 2 of their artifacts and hope they have nothing. I think that's my best route to victory here. Even though I don't like the odds. So they threw 1 Flicker in the trash. Like, what's the odds they have another one, you know? So I'm gonna F6 here, see what they have. Okay, well then. That was a welcome surprise. I thought we were dead. So now whenever they play out this spell and then they die. Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought we were dead. Okay, they just have nothing then. Alright, cool. What? That's just so unlikely. Oh, they're gonna cast on me? Oh, they're gonna braid. So weird. Well, I'm not gonna let it happen. Okay, they're done. I'll reveal it just to show them that I'm not, like, tricking them or anything, but, yeah, I really thought we were going to lose that. I'm not kidding. It felt very hopeless. Like, for what it's worth, by the way, if they were not gonna throw away the Flicker, like, let's say they held on to the Flicker, I lose. 100% I lose. Because I'd have to brainstorm, I'd hit, like, an impulse, I'd find another Eaton Rouse, like, maybe I get there, but it's not looking good for me. So, I don't know. I don't think I was supposed to win that. But, hey, you know, a win's a win, I'll take it. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in match number 4. Alright, we're back for match 4. Yeah, we played against them in round 2, I think, match 2. I think the queues are kind of empty, so we're gonna play them again. This sounds great, though. It's unfortunate we have 2 bounce lands. Typically you don't want that, but, I have no complaints. We'll see what they're on. Walls, okay. Yep, they're definitely on walls. So here's the thing about walls. It's basically a race. There is no interaction whatsoever. Which is why I get to do stuff like this. They don't, to my knowledge, the walls list that I've seen, don't have any profitable way to interact with this. Wow, that is yucky. Okay. I'm happy with that. The draw 4 was not a draw 4, it was a draw 1. Yep, I'll take the freed. Thank you very much. And they're done next turn. So this is going to be a turn 4 hill. Which is about as fast as it can get. You can get turn 3s, but those are pretty uncommon. I don't know how they kill me from here. or how they profitably interact with anything I'm doing. What's likely to happen is they'll play some walls, pass a turn, and then just die. Winding Way. Alright, well, when they reveal... Nothing I care about. Sweet. Okay. I think this is a pretty good matchup. Mostly because they don't have many ways to interact with what we're doing. Yep, fine. Alright, cool, we win. Yep. Boom boom. Green from the reel. On tap. We're gonna just start going off. I'll reveal just to show I'm not trying to cheat them or anything. By the way, I'm not revealing to like brag. I just do it because when people can cheat prematurely, sometimes like you could technically be scumming them and not have it, and it just being kind. So I just want to show them like, yes, I do have it. I'm not trying to scum you. In terms of sideboarding, I'm gonna bring out the things that I don't want. Let's just organize everything real quick. I like to organize some sideboarding because it kind of helps me, I guess, think about it easier. Dispel is terrible. They have no instance that I think I care about. Snap is great. It buys me time. Scroll is great. It finds Snap. It Rouse is awful. I'll take in some counter spells. I'll take in some Corrupt and send it hands. Take in 3 It Rouse because it can tap them out, possibly, on their upkeep, or it can tap a Crusher. Both of those things I'm okay with. I'm going to keep this hand. It is a bit of a gamble, but it does have 2 combo pieces, it has some interaction, it's fine. Alright, well we have the entire combo, we just need to find, the mana. Oh yeah, this becomes worse now at that, but so be it. I will hope they don't have anything too scary. Ooh, okay, well thankfully I have Snap, so I'm not too worried. Wow, that was insane. Holy moly, that was such a good draw. Well... Wow, okay, Yep. Wait. This might be a heal on turn 3. Yeah, this is a turn 3 heal. They have to have, like, something to destroy my wins on the hand. And if they have that something, then it is unfortunate. But if they don't, they cannot win. Looks like Walls is playing Sun's Aim now, which I think is awesome. I love this card. So fun. There was like a Man Freed deck that I played in a challenge ages ago. I think I won the challenge if I remember correctly. And it got to play like all the sweet walls. It was so fun. Alright, well, we're gonna go for it. I don't know what it would have here. Walls doesn't play lines or anything like that. Alright. Here we go. Turn 3 heal. This is like the nut draw. This is like the best draw you can possibly have. And, yeah, I'm just gonna go through the motion. Alright, so we're back, and yeah, we won. They sent a message, I didn't get a notification for it, but they said, show the win count and out concede, so, very nice of them to concede. I just didn't see the message, so I apologize for that, but, yeah, this was like the absolute nut draw of a match. You got a turn 4 heal, and a turn 3 heal, which is literally as fast as it can go. You cannot heal on turn 2. Turn 3 is as quick as you can heal. Which is like pretty nuts, so, but sometimes it happens. So yeah, we're 4-0 somehow, and I'll see you guys in match 5. Alright, we're back for the 5th and final match. I'll keep it. It's not the best hand, it's actually pretty weak, but we're on the play, which I think is a pretty big deal. We have 2 combo pieces, we have some protection, we have some lands, and we have a hand trip. The only card that's bad in this hand is the second copy of Freed, but everything else is pretty good. Oh no, is this land destruction? Land Destruction is a pretty bad matchup. I'm not too upset losing to Land Destruction. For what it's worth, I'm okay with that. It's not great, but, you know, it happens. Yeah, sometimes you walk into, like, the unwinnable matchup. Land Destruction is very uncommon, I might add. But, you know, people will play what they want. Yep, Land Destruction it is. Oh, that's awful. Now I have to help some heal. Well, I hit a hand trip, which is pretty good. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm gonna stat like this, so that way if they do destroy a land, I can brainstorm into what I need. Yeah, this is a pretty rough matchup. It's unfortunate that we will likely not have a 5-0. You know, I'm okay with that. Oh no. Well then, let us snap you. So here's what I'm going to do. We're not get to that actually, unless we like miss on lands. Okay, I'll take you. So what will need to occur here is, for me to not die, is they never draw a land destruction spell, and I'm able to hit my fourth land drop untapped. I need an untapped land here. So I'm gonna brainstorm and set because I need to hit the land. That is pretty impressive. So I'm gonna put you and you. And here's what I'm going to do. Freed as a removal spell. Thank you very much. Not exactly what I wanted, but it is what I did. Now, I'm gonna upkeep stop and tap the creature. So now, I don't have to worry about them attacking me, which is nice. So yeah. Now, if I had a combo piece, that would be wonderful, but I do not. So, I like how this art is better than Phyrexian Rage, because that always just made me chuckle. Yeah, this art is like really good. I wish it saw more play, but I can't think of an archetype that wants it at the moment. But it's very good. It's like a mana art that ramps, and also it draws you a card randomly, so. Maybe Rainbow Familiars? I don't know. I always just want an Oracle. I wish it was like a 1-3. If it was a 1-3, it'd be solid, but it's not, sadly. So, I think I have to wait here. Probably, yeah. I just don't want to run this out in no land destruction just yet. So, I would rather they just blow up land destruction on an island, and then hope, like, I want to force them to top that it when I go for the combo. We're gonna take, oh, interesting. Why are they not, do they have another follow-up play? Maybe I shouldn't be upsetting. Nope, okay, well, I'm gonna run this one out here. I don't really mind if they blow it up. It does suck, but I do have another bounce land, so I'm not too worried. Oh, shoot. Why did I apologize. Oh, man. Sometimes you are just not thinking, Yeah, I was not thinking. Well then, when I am... Wow. Man, that is brutal. It just was like... I was thinking about other things, and yeah, that was I slipped that up. Whoopsie. Yeah, no, I would have won that if I tapped him, so I apologize for that mistake. Let's try and not do that. This smells pretty bad, so I'll cut that. I apologize for that. Didn't mean for that to occur. Yeah, I should have won that, so whoopsie. My bad. That is my bad. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I should have tapped their guy. I would've had the win. Oh well, live and learn. Live and learn. I don't know, I was just like thinking about other things. I'll pass. I'm not going to shuffle, I think, because I want the land. So, yeah, we're probably gonna take one here. It doesn't look like you're gonna do much. But yeah, I'm gonna take the land. And then I guess the question is what do I want to grab? I guess I grab, Brainstorm. This looks like a land destruction spell, one that costs 4 mana. Yep, there it is. We're gonna brainstorm here. I don't even know if Eaton Rouse is that good. I'm going to shuffle and then ponder. I don't know. Maybe I want Eaton Rouse, but it's hard to tap them out at this point. Okay, I'll take Counterspell and a ponder, yes. Counterspell's good. Potentially protects me, but I mean, if I find a bounce that I can win game 2, I probably should have won. But, you know, mistakes happen. We will see. I'm hoping this is not a crusher. Looks like a frozen tester. Yeah, I'm fine with that. May okay with that. I'm gonna ponder here looking for a bounce land. Not find it, so I'm gonna any order. I'm going to preordain. I will bottom up. And I'll pass. This is a reaping slow. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I don't think it's worth a counter spell. I guess it sucks that they have another land destruction spell, but I just don't think that's too likely. What I could be doing is enchanting my land with Zendikon, so like, if they heal it, I get the land mat. That would be kinda cool. But, yeah, probably should just hold it for Brainstorm. That is unfortunate. I'll put at you. Right now, I just need to find my bounce land. If I can find that, I probably win. Probably. It's not a guarantee, but... Really? Okay. I thought they were gonna... Not good that they're not attacking with those, because they might have multiple plays, but... We'll see. Pressure, yeah. So, I'm gonna let this go, because I'm hoping to find a bounce land here. I need to plan that out. Wow. That is really bad for me. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. I cannot win. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. My goal here was to brainstorm, hit the bounce land, hopefully, play it, snap this, and then hold a counter spell for any land destruction, and then win from there. But I did not find what I needed, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just dead on board. Alright, so we're back for the wrap-up. We went 4-1, we misplayed the last match pretty badly, but that's on me. But past that, though, did pretty well. I think the deck definitely illustrated its strengths. I think had I maybe not messed up the last match, we could have been 5-0. We definitely would have had an game 3. It's still possible I lose the game 3, but I had a shot to win the match. I think it says a lot about land destruction decks in general, they're just not very good. But, you know, when you make pretty big mistakes like that, you can lose to most things. But, yeah, I think the deck's pretty fun. I don't know if it's like the best deck in the room. We definitely got kind of lucky in certain spots, like people just didn't have the hate when they should have had it, or when I thought they were going to have it, they just didn't, so we got lucky in that regard. But yeah, I think that it's like, it's pretty fun. If you enjoy sort of combo decks that have lots of micro decisions with cantrips, this is definitely worth looking into. I don't think it's tier 1 by any means, but you can definitely, you know, 5-0, 4-1, do reasonably well. It's one of those decks where if people are not prepared for it, you can steal a tournament, but if people want to beat this deck, you should avoid it. If they have the right hate, they can definitely deal with it. But if they don't have the right hate, then you're just gonna crush most people because you do your thing very consistently because you have so many cantrips. So yeah, I think that it's pretty fun, it's definitely enjoyable, and I would recommend it for people who are interested in a show like this. I have a sideboard guide for it, I'll post it in the description if anyone wants to see it. And yeah, that is that. In terms of upcoming content, I know there's been some spoilers in the next Commander set. I'll talk about that. I'm not super thrilled about them right now, but that's a different topic for a different video. The new Monarch cards are going to be coming down the pipeline, and I'll be trying to focus on those. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.